Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing the test screening reactions to the upcoming Monsterverse project, Godzilla x Kong. So let's dive into this kaiju-sized news. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the news we have going on around here, guys. So guys, as you can see, I've got a new camera here. I'm going to be on screen a lot more for you guys during these videos. I wanted to add the personal touch for you guys to be able to see me and actually who I am and, you know, what I look like, obviously. But yeah, so there's going to be a little bit of experimenting going on with the camera, the quality, jumping in and out of these camera shots for you guys during the next, few videos, just so I can get the quality right for you guys. But anyway, with that side note, guys, let's crack on with this article. So, movieweb.com, Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire first test screenings reportedly gaining praise from fans. Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire. Early snippets have predominantly been well received by fans. Yeah, guys, so for those of us who are really interested in the Monsterverse, in the upcoming project of Godzilla x Kong, obviously we're going to have Godzilla and Kong back on screen together, like they were in the previous movie. And it looks like they're set to take on a new protagonist, which is a kind of like ape-like creature. We saw that teaser trailer with the ape in the background, the protagonist. It was a bit of a silhouette though, so we couldn't really, in any kind of detail see what he looked like. There's fan edits online, guys, if you want to go and have a look at them. But yeah, we don't really know what he looks like. Is he any relation to Kong? Kong's past, or any kind of relation to him, in general, maybe family, long lost brother, cousin, who knows? But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, where the story goes. And we've got these first reactions to test screenings. As I say, guys, take these test screenings with a grain of salt. Sometimes they turn out to be true, sometimes they don't. But anyway, guys, let's dive into the article and see what it has to say. So, where are we? Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire. It's set to be the pinnacle of the Monsterverse achievements since 2014's inception. The cinematic world has long been celebrated since grand crossovers and epic face-offs, and this franchise stands as the testament to that tradition. As the latest buzz indicates, the pioneers behind the film have already conducted its first round of test screenings. So, word of these screenings spread like wildfire on social media platforms over the past weekend. Enthusiasts of the Monsterverse congregated on platforms like X or Twitter, whichever you want to call it, guys, and Reddit, sharing snippets and impressions from these preliminary viewings. Thankfully, shared insights remain spoiler-free. Very, very important, guys. Whenever you're talking about a movie that the majority of people haven't seen, make sure you don't spoil it for people. As film fans, we don't want to spoil it for people. We don't want to have it spoiled for ourselves, so it's just nice to kind of reciprocate that. So, yeah, one thing was evident. The audience reactions have been predominantly positive. This is great news, guys. It's always good to hear good things coming out about a movie that we're looking forward to. And obviously, who doesn't want to hear good things about a Godzilla movie? We've just been talking about, Godzilla -1. Be down in the description, the latest video that I've done on that, guys. But yeah, this is positive. And, what more could you want? So let's read this small tweet that we have here from Neb. Godzilla x Kong had a test screening yesterday, and y'all won't believe how effing funny this movie is going to be. So yeah, guys, I mean, reading something like that out of context, but not really sure what that means. When he says it's going to be effing funny, does that mean there's going to be a lot of humor in the movie? Does that mean that the movie is really, really bad, so it's going to be funny? We're not really sure, kind of, the context. So let's read on, guys, and see if we can get some more context on that. So piecing together the digital chatter, a delightful revelation emerges. The film surprises with its unexpected streak of humor. Yeah, it's kind of, hearing humor in a Godzilla film. I guess that can work if it's done well. It's all about the script, isn't it, guys? As long as the script's done well, the characters are done well, and I guess you can drop some humor in there. I don't see why not. So, where are we? While the Monsterverse is no stranger to epic narratives, Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire, introduces a fresh tone. It echoes the spirit of Showa era, blending the Monsterverse signature drama with elements of wild sci-fi. Contemplating this unique narrative, bend the impressive ensemble cast, and particular acclaimed director towards Dan Stevens. Reports suggest that attendees could be charmed by his performance. It's always good to hear of someone putting in a good performance, guys. That's exactly what we want. Good performance, good script, good plot. Some of these movies, the biggest complaints, are revolving around the human characters when it comes to the Monsterverse. People say that it drags on and there's kind of the boring parts of the films. But obviously, from a budget standpoint, you can't just have CGI monsters fighting on screen all the time. You have to have some narrative. And you have to ground it, obviously, in the human element to some degree. Yeah, but that's how I just feel about it anyway, guys. So, Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire, will hit cinemas in 2024. So, not all the feedback for the upcoming addition to the Monsterverse was filled with praise. A recurring sentiment surfaced regarding the narrative focus of the film. The consensus implies a shift towards more Kong-centric narrative, leaving our beloved Godzilla slightly overshadowed. Yeah, but in the marketing, guys, this was kind of obvious anyway. As I say, the antagonist of this movie looks set to be like an ape kind of, Titan, if you will. And it looks to have some sort of connection to, Kong's past or something like that, or his ancestral line. So it was obvious that, Kong was going to be the center of this story just by the marketing, I would say. So for those who recall Godzilla vs. Kong, the skew might resonate as continuation, as Kong had garnered significant limelight in that story as well. However, it's pivotal to remember that these screenings represent an unfinished product. Adjustments might not be on the horizon, ensuring a balanced representation of both Titans in the final cinematic rendition. I think the reason that they go with Kong, they kind of surround the storyline with Kong, I think because Kong is like an ape-like character. He has human elements to him. He can convey emotion a lot better than what Godzilla can. So it's better to ground a Monsterverse movie around a Titan like Kong, who can convey that kind of human emotion. Obviously he's an ape. He's very similar to what humans are. And he can convey a lot more emotion than Godzilla, as I say. So I think, revolving the story around him, makes a lot more sense to me. Even though, Godzilla's clearly the best of the two Titans, let's be honest about it. For all the Team Godzilla guys, by the way, for those of you who like Kong. So, the excitement around the film isn't solely tied to the story and performances, but it's also acclaimed director Adam Wingard. With his vision steering the ship, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire is on course for April 2024 release. It is poised to be the pivotal entry in the era involving the Monsterverse Chronicle. So guys, April 2024, we're not actually that far away when you think we're almost in November. So we've got November, December, January, February, March, April. So, it will come around soon. As soon as Christmas is over with, we've only got a few more months to go. We're going to see the marketing obviously start ramping up. We're going to see a lot more, trailers, posters and stuff like that. So get ready for that, guys. So if I can talk, for aficionados eager to delve deeper into the Monsterverse in anticipation of the latest release, there's good news. The franchise boasts a broad range of projects, with its gripping tales accessible on various streaming platforms, including the imminent Apple TV series, Monarch. By the way, guys, all of my Godzilla content, Godzilla -1, Godzilla x Kong, and Monarch Legacy of Monsters, I've covered all three of these Godzilla projects. I will put in the description to this video, I'll put all of my content covering all of the Godzilla content that I have for all three of those projects, guys. So make sure you go and check that out after this video. But yeah, so we've got the imminent Apple TV series plus, Monarch Legacy of Monsters, guys, which will continue to expand the Kaiju universe, dive deep, relish the earlier exploits, and gear up for what promises to be another cinematic marvel with Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. And then we can watch the Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire trailer below. So guys, we can have a quick watch of this teaser trailer here. This is the one that I was talking about, where it has the kind of ape, antagonist in the background, and he's kind of silhouetted out. So let's have a quick look at this, guys, for those of you who may not have seen it. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, guys, so that's kind of just the teaser trailer that we've got so far from this movie. It's just the ape protagonist kind of silhouetted, sitting on a throne almost, and then there's this massive boneyard. I'm assuming they're kind of other Titans to some degree, because they're the same size as him, so I'm assuming they're other Titans. But there's like a boneyard he sat around. He looks proper, like, ominous, got this kind of boss mentality going on, like he's not going to take any shit. And it looks like Godzilla and Kong are definitely going to have to team up to take out this guy, because he means business by the look of it. But yeah, guys, so that's kind of where we are. So that's, a little bit talking about the reactions to the test screening. Just saying here, the movie is effing funny. They've injected humor into it by the sounds of it. And it's more of a Kong kind of centric movie, similar to what Godzilla vs. Kong was. And I think that's due to, Kong being able to convey more emotion than Godzilla. So that kind of makes sense from a story, perspective. If I was a writer, that would make sense. So yeah, guys, I'd love to know what you think about this news here. What do you think about them injecting humor and, Kong continuing to be the centric part of the movie? Would you prefer a Godzilla-centric part, or do you not really care as long as it's written well? I'd love to know what you think, guys. So jump down in the comment section, drop your comments there. I can't wait to read them, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.